Hey there, everybody. Ford. We're playing some Pauper this time. We'll be playing Bogles Magic Online here. If you haven't already figured it out. This is a really fun deck to play in Pauper. I've never really played it in Modern before, but it's pretty simple. It's pretty, I think, pretty similar game plan. So I've only been playing with it for about a month, and I haven't played it in a couple of weeks, to be honest. So I'm a little bit rusty. Alright, so our opponent gets to go first. It's like a Plains. May not needed to take that hand. Blossoming Sands only gets me one life, and I've only got one land, but just about every card in my hand is a one drop. So we've got Suture Priest, looks like a mono green or a mono white deck. I've got a Kalani Garden, and now I'm going to get a Boggle going. And then we're going to start jamming up enchantments on this Glade Cover Scout. Now, from my experience, I've played mono white before, and this was one of my first Pauper decks, actually. And I actually did use Suture Priest, which is actually a really good card. So my idea here is that they're probably going to clog up the board with non-flying creatures. So what I think my better game plan here is, plan B. We're just going to put some enchantments on this creature that can only be blocked by flying creatures. Seeing as how he's already got a 3/4 out, I don't think this could really do anything anyway. So we're just going to, next turn, we're going to get an Abundant Growth, draw a card, and put a cartouche on it, and hopefully make it at least a 4/4 or 5/5, and bring him in next turn. So we take 3 here, go to 14. It does have Vigilance too. Wow, that card is really good. I forgot about Razor Golem. I've got all these cards in paper. This is a really good deck. I didn't use Secluded Step, though. That's probably a good idea. So, just got our one of the Cartouche of Strength. This is a pretty good card. So, what I can do here is, maybe if I draw a land off of the Abundant Growth, I can play a land, and this will make this a 4/4, and it can fight the Razor Golem and kill it, and still stay alive and be able to attack. Seeing as how this cannot actually remove the counter right now. It has to tap in order to remove the counter and get a damage done to it. So we did get lucky. We got a land off of it. I think we will get a little saucy here. We're going to play Cartouche of Strength. And this will actually make it stronger. It's a 5/5, so I did the math wrong. Okay. That's good for us, as always. 4 damage to their big monster. And get to attack with a 5/5 that can't be blocked currently. Cycles their 3rd Secluded Step. Okay, well, you only got one more of those. This is a very straightforward deck. I've always liked decks like this. They're kind of linear, and things like this are kind of like a glass cannon, more or less. If there are a lot of sacrifice spells and certain, white has several sacrifice spells. However, the creature has to be attacking or blocking a lot of times for it to happen, or enchanted, I think. And then that, of course, ours are always enchanted. So, that's a distinct possibility in the sideboard, in game 2 and 3 in here. But I don't think they're going to have much of a chance, especially with what we're just drawing. Great cards here. The Cartouche gave our creature trample, and the Ethereal Armor and the one I just put on there, the new Cartouche of, I guess, was it Solidarity, gives it first strike also. So we're just going to give it lifelink also now, and it's just a big fat 8/8 creature. And our opponent's already had enough. They're tapping out. They have tapped out. Alright, so mono white I would imagine the Prismatic Sands is going to be coming in, so this is going to be MVP here. Flaring Pain will definitely be very good. Standard Bear, I'm not really sure if this will be very good right now, so we'll keep that on the side for right now. Don't really have anything there. Aqueous Form might be pretty good because, like I said, they clog up the board a lot, and it'll be relatively easy to just put that on there and put any of my Boggles through, and it just they hit 9 damage right off the bat. So, I mean, Gut Shot might be very good. Electrickery could be good, but this white Weenie deck, is not really Weenies after turn 2 and 3 and 4. They're putting out 3/4 golems and 3/3 flying creatures and things like that. So Gut Shot and Electrickery may not be very good. And seeing as how we won pretty handily in game 1, I'm all for just kind of running it back more or less. Putting just those 2 cards in is fine. I don't think there are going to be very many sacrifice abilities, and although the Cartouche of Strength did help us immensely in that situation, I think it can be pulled out with one of the other white cartouches. You're putting in one other enchantment and replacing, and then you have a 2-for-1 card pretty much in Flaring Pain, seeing as how it has flashback. So this is a pretty strong hand. I think I got very, very lucky last game keeping that 1 land hand, and it was a tap land too. From what I understand, in at least Pauper Bogles, you have several tap lands, and I think that was pretty rare for someone to do so well, with that. But to me, I've always known Tron players and Boggle players to be just people that get exactly what they need at all times. Control decks usually do, but they're drawing cards. I mean, they're manipulating their deck. They should get what they need. I'm not completely against that. But Boggles and Trons, dude, I swear, they seem to just draw exactly what they need every time, naturally. And we're doing pretty well here. I can't complain. So I don't have an untapped plains that I can put in. What I'm going to do here is just put an Abundant Growth on the untapped forest, which turns it into a possible plains, and I will make this a 3/3 first striker. And this will get through for right now. Now, I probably could have played the Ledgewalker and just gone ahead and put enchantments on it, but they've already got Squadron Hawk out right now, and it looks like they searched up all 3 of their other ones, so they have a full grip right now, and we know that 3 of them are Squadron Hawks, so they're attacking us for 2. I literally have just about every one of these cards in my binder and paper. This deck is very fun. I'm talking about the white Weenie deck that I have in paper. I don't have the Boggles deck in paper. That would be pretty cool. So, I think I'm just going to drop the Ledgewalker here and just keep making this bigger. And bring this big fat 7/7 first striking Boggle at you. Take 7 to 10. Sounds good to me. Now, I'm sure since, okay, so they got 6 cards, 3 of them are still Squadron Hawks. I'd imagine Prismatic Sands or some kind of prevent all damage is going to be in their deck. I'm just going to go ahead and block this Javelin here. He's pretty annoying. Best version of it, though. I think there were 3 or maybe 4 different arts. Fallen Empires and Homelands were known for doing several arts of different cards, regardless of being some of the worst sets in all of Magic ever. They did have some pretty cool art. So we're getting really lucky here. 12 cards we've seen, and we've got 3 Ethereal Armors on our 1 Boggle. It is a 13/13 first striking creature. Really, all we need now is a Rancor or the Cartouche of Strength that we sideboarded out. There's the Celestial Flare, and that gets rid of our attacking creature. Okay, so that's what I was talking about in the first game. White has these cards that make you sacrifice a creature, but it has to be an attacker or blocker. So that's something to watch out for. Black has spells and creatures that make you sacrifice creatures regardless of whether or not they're attacking. So this deck is pretty much beating us here. We've got Ancestral Mask, but we don't really want them to know what that is because that's by far our best card in the deck. So we're just going to go ahead and move on to game 3. Got a lot of forests there. Didn't see any plains. I do have 3 basic plains in the deck, so kind of interesting. Flaring Pain, I mean, I'm going to keep that in there still. I still think Lifelink is good. I still think Aqueous Form is good. Dispel might be good for any of the fog effects, but I hesitate taking out more enchantments. So, I just... And let's see here. I would like to try and figure out a way to get the Cartouche of Strength in there, but I do have Armadillo Cloak, so I have 8 different ways of giving my creature trample. That should be enough. Welcome to Ford's Stream of Consciousness. Okay. Pretty decent hand. Of course, we need white a little bit down the road, but we've got turn 1 Boggle. I don't have any other enchantments right now. We're on the play. Blade Cover Scout. Oh yeah, got the Javeliniers. Ooh, more white cards. That is never a good thing. Okay, so we're going to spread out our Boggles here. Seeing as how they can't target them anyway, we're just going to go ahead and bring one at them. Alright, so trade, that works. They got 6 cards, we have 3. Hopefully we can get a white land out. That would be fantastic. Rancor works. We can put it on just the 1. And it'll come right back. It'll do an extra 2 damage. Maybe I'm getting a little too aggressive here. They did miss a land drop, I believe, right? Yeah. Looks like they missed a land drop. So, I missed putting the Rancor on the creature there, but I don't think I'm too worried about that right now. Maybe I could have been, in order to get, if I got a white land, yeah. Okay. I need to be a better Magic player in that regard. So, another Ethereal Armor. Okay, so we're just going to jam that on there and probably not attack. This deck is known for having, 25, 30 plus creatures in it. And, they're easily expendable. Another forest. Alright. Well, that makes that bigger. They can actually still kill the Boggle, so I'm not going to attack with it yet. I need to get it first strike somehow. I need to get this white mana somehow. I'm not really sure how I can get around it. Okay, more forests. It seems like to me they definitely have Celestial, whatever it is. Celestial Flare, I think it is. Because they're leaving up 2 mana every turn. There's another Boggle. So this is kind of a pain because you have to have 2 attacking creatures now every time. And now they're disenchanting my things. Yeah, this is difficult. So it looks like they have 5 cards in their hand, and 3 of them are still Squadron Hawks. And we have 46 cards in our deck, and 7 of them produce white mana, and we cannot find them. Okay. I've properly played a bunch of creatures. So a lot of these creatures I didn't really use in my version of this deck, but everybody has their own version of what they want to do. I mean, I gotta block something. Gotta go to 4 there. Yet another forest. Alright, folks, well, that was a fun game, fun match, but rough one too. White Weenie. Boy, they had our number there. Thanks for joining me. Hopefully we'll win some more matches later on. I'm going to continue playing. See you later.